Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and just regular welcome if you are a new viewer. We've got a collective reading here today. Alright, I can already see this is definitely somebody who you were in connection with, and they probably put a lot of emphasis on like material gain or like physical possessions, material or physical possessions, or they might have worked a lot. You know, they might have been someone who also felt like your physical appearance raised their social status or whatever, or just their, status in the way they felt internally, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of, the second house is about a lot of values, literally, and whether that's material or physical, but a lot of it has to do with possessions. So it could have been that they really valued the way you looked, or valued something that you did physically or materially in their life, or maybe they felt like they needed to do those things for you. Like sometimes, like when it comes to the house of values, like it depends on which way it flows. They could have really wanted to spoil you, you know what I'm saying, materially or physically, you know what I'm saying. They could have been giving you a lot of gifts or giving you a lot of attention, or you might have just raised their status, you know what I'm saying. You could have been high value in their eyes, you know. All right, and then we've got this card here. It says, if you feel like you're losing everything, remember, trees lose their leaves every year, yet they still stand tall and wait for better days to come. I mean, hey, to me, it's already given. This person clings to work and possessions and things like that because, they're afraid of losing them. They are afraid of losing them. And then we've got the 11th house here, is the house of friendship. So to me, this is a person, yeah. They cling to things because they're afraid of loss in general. And, they might have even paced the connection. That's what I'm getting. Maybe they didn't friend zone you, but they might have just paced it. Like, hey, hold up, collective. We gonna take it slow. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of get that because I got this J.G. Holland card here. And it says, heaven is not reached by a single bound, but we build the ladder by which we rise. That's what I say. It's like I almost feel like this person felt like if they pace the connection, they'll be able to really build something with you. Like something sustainable. And at the end of the day, collective, this person actually sounds pretty grounded. Because, hey, they're right. You should pace the connection so that you can really build. It doesn't mean that you have to only be friends, but hey, if you do pace the connection as being friends, that is the best way to build an authentic connection. Just saying. Okay, and then we got, look, Corinthians 13:7. Literally, love beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. That's what I'm saying. This absolutely was a way for them to build love. They wanted to build love and stability with you because they did see your value, collective, and they were afraid to lose you. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ooh. All right, anything else, Holy Spirit, about who this is? Anything else? Okay. Wow. You can't make this stuff up. Divine connection. You can't make this stuff up. This is actually, that's why this person wasn't even giving me bad energy. And then let me tell you, seed of life, okay? Literally, is considered a symbol of creation, growth, and a blueprint of the universe. I'm just saying. Come on. This is what came out when I said more information on who this person is. Someone significant for you, collective. Okay. Jeez. You can't make this stuff up. And then Metatron's cube. Okay. Derived from the flower of life, represents the patterns that make up everything in the universe. All of this stuff about life. Y'all are supposed, this divine connection is supposed to come into union to create something in this life. Y'all are supposed to create life. Maybe have a family, or maybe it's it could be like life through some sort of works, you know what I mean? And I ain't even gonna lie, this other stuff here, what I was getting here, I ain't even gonna lie, faith without works is dead. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibes that was coming out. Okay, Holy Spirit, but why are these two in separation? Holy Spirit, why are these two in separation? Wow. Y'all might have had communication issues. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might have, or y'all might have just had two completely different perspectives on a lot of things. And it's interesting because I got Flower of Life as well. And it says the cycle of creation, and it's said to symbolize the fundamental forms of space and time. Okay, y'all could have really had different views on certain things in life, like, you know what I mean, or about this creation of life energy that y'all have here. But maybe that's why this divine connection was supposed to come together. It was probably supposed to be some polarity there, but it seems like that polarity that y'all might have had, differences of opinions and just logical approaches to certain ideas, is giving me the vibe that this is what led the connection to end. But that's also what was supposed to be the glue. You feel me? Yeah, because then we got Saturn here. All right, y'all know what Saturn is definitely about structure and discipline and responsibility, okay? And also karma. And this is, yeah, hard work through lessons learned. This is literally what you all were supposed to do. But y'all got caught up in all of this. These different approaches and these different views, but y'all were supposed to structure each other. That's what that was supposed to be. Y'all were supposed to stick through it and be disciplined through it, collective. Hey, at least ain't nothing about no third party. I will always say that when I don't see a third party. I can't stand something about a third party. Okay, what we got here? Proverbs 18:12. Okay. Before his downfall, a person's heart is proud, but humility comes before honor. Okay, so we had us a proud one on our hands then, collective. Or it could have been saying that this could have been you. Literally. It could have been both of you. Whatever this disagree, because it came out right on top of the miscommunication about which way to go in life and stuff like that. It came out right on top of that. And it could have just been, this literally is what was blocking the connection. Neither one of you could get into your heart space because y'all was being proud. Collective. That's another reason, okay? Alright, let's see. Anything else on this person, collective? I mean, Holy Spirit for the collective. Ooh. Oh, this is very interesting. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Because, see, I did get here the Hierophant. Okay. The Moon. And then we've got the 5th house. Okay. To me, this is what I'm saying. it's like, you know, it almost give me that energy of like opposite zodiac signs. It's like y'all want the same thing. Y'all just go about it in different ways. That's why I say the reason y'all fell apart, just having different intellectual styles of how you approach things and different communication styles. That was the prop. It didn't matter because literally, this is what I'm saying. Internally, y'all was on the same page. Internally, y'all wanted the same thing, regardless of what miscommunication was blocking what. That's why this was supposed to be structured. Cause y'all literally thought the same things. Y'all thought the same way. But it get lost in translation. That's what I'm getting here. And then it was a lot of romance. This is the house of pleasure. And dating, yeah, and romance and just creativity and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is like a fun house. A fun loving house. That's what I'm saying. Y'all had a lot of entertainment. It's also the house of kids. Hey, some of the collective might have had some kids with this person, but hey, that's a side story. Or you might have thought about having kids with them. But this is the point. I see that there was something supposed to be birthed here. Y'all definitely was supposed to have children together. That's for sure. Okay? Yeah, y'all definitely were supposed to come into union this lifetime. Guess they gonna have to see you next lifetime, collective. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. Do 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 do. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. Now what am I supposed to do? Anyway. Alright. We go see what's this person's current emotions towards the collective. Okay. Alright, Holy Spirit. What's this person's emotions towards the collective presently? What's this person's emotions towards the collective? Okay. Let's see. Blaming. Let me tell you. I get the vibe. Ha! Let me tell you. And then I got strength. Let me tell you. This mother trucker feels like it's your fault that y'all not together. They feel like you wasn't strong enough, okay? It's your fault that y'all is in separation. They blaming you. Collective. Alright? And then literally we got hateful. This is the same vibe. They're pissed off. They feel like, hey, you was supposed to be more. You were supposed to know more. Like, you were supposed to see what this really was. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I'm getting from them. You know? And it's like, I still got edified. You know what I mean? And this, it's like, they feel holier than thou because I almost feel like they understand that of this divine connection. They understand that this was something significant, collective. And I feel like that's why they're mad at you. They're like, dang, collective, why you don't see? Why you don't see? This should be clear as day. That's what they're saying. Oh my gosh, you can't make this stuff up. 9th house, the higher education house, all right? Philosophy, religion, all right? Culture. That's what I'm saying. They feel like they're more spiritually evolved than you. You can't make this stuff up. That's exactly what I'm saying. They feeling holier than thou. Come on now. The 9th house is very spiritual. Very, very spiritual. They feel it. They know it. They know who you were, collective. They recognized you. That was some recognition of the souls. Yeah, and they're pissed. They're like, wow, why couldn't the collective be more courageous and just, you know, have the instinctual power and courage and even compassion and patience to make this connection work. And let me tell you, you can't make this stuff up. I got nauseated. All right? And it's like, that's why I say it's a part of all of this. It's a part of all of this. This is all this going towards the same place. It's nauseated, blaming, hateful. They're pissed. And why? Because they feel like you did not use your discernment. They feel like you did not use your discernment. You did not use your strength. And they know. They know. They intuitively know that this is a divine connection. And y'all were supposed to create life together. Okay? Hey, you hear Bella growling? That's confirmation. Alright. Alright, now let's see. What's this person's next actions towards the collective? And I'm like, where is the love? They ain't feeling no soft emotions towards you. They're pissed. But probably because they feel the importance. This is a lot of heavy importance energy around this connection. It's a lot of important energy here. Y'all are supposed to bring something to life. That's probably why they pissed. They probably feel like you just gave up too quickly. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What's this person's next actions towards the collective, Holy Spirit? Wow. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. We literally got this withdrawal, detachment type of energy here. And then this whole prevention, tower reverse, crisis averted. You know what I mean? They just gonna stay to themselves. Why do they think this is a crisis, Holy Spirit? What is crisis like for them? I don't get that. Why does this gotta be a crisis? Okay. They feel like they must have made it up all in their head. Yeah, oh, that's them trying to cope with these angry feelings. I see, collective. They trying to cope with these angry emotions towards you and how you let the potential fall apart. Even though they know it's a divine connection, they're going to tell themselves, well, I guess I made it up. Just so they don't have to deal with the anger of the loss of the divine connection and the hurt. They don't want to deal with the hurt and the heartbreak. Because like I said, they do still feel that holier than thou type of energy. Like, I knew this was something special. But they're quelling that and they're saying, well, I guess I made it up. I'm going to just stay to myself. Clearly, I dodged a bullet. That's what they're saying. Okay? But this is not true. Let me tell you, you can't make this stuff up. This is not true. This is deceit. They're deceiving themselves. But literally, it's because they are exhausted. And they've just given up on the connection, okay? And they just want to spend time and recenter themselves in solitude, okay? So they can reorganize and, like, recalibrate and become their divine masculine or divine feminine self, okay? Yeah. Wow. Can't make this stuff up. All right, Holy Spirit. Well, what's the energy around the outcome of this situation then, Holy Spirit? What you got for me? Come on now. Can't let me keep throwing stuff on the floor. What's the energy around the outcome of this situation? Please, Holy Spirit. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Let's see. I really think the outcome of this situation is, I think this person will begin to become kind of soft on the situation. They're being so hard on you, collective. They're being so hard on you. So I think it's saying the outcome is they will start to be a little softer on you, a little more sensitive, a little bit more compassionate, right? And then especially about the idea of it being a fantasy. You know what I mean? I think they're going to soften up on the belief that it's a fantasy that we literally were just talking about. How they're going to tell themselves they made it up. I think they're going to soften on that. Okay? And then let's see what this is about. Yeah. But I get, yeah. They're going to have a sudden change and just swiftness into, you know, just becoming just the provider, the leader, the boss. You know, it's like they're literally the outcome after they spend all this time in solitude and isolation. It's like I still get the same vibe as this, as the Emperor. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person, whether they're male or female, they're going to come out full. They're going to come out more evolved than they went in. Okay? And they're going to have a surge of energy. Okay? They're going to be accelerating fast. You know what I'm saying? To make a change. It's going to be a swift change, okay? And I just get the vibe they're going to be all of this, you know, whether it's the masculine version or the feminine version, okay? Yeah. Well, hopefully this resonates for you. Like, comment, and let me know, you know, in the comments. And subscribe. And if it don't apply, let it fly. Because everything ain't for everybody. Okay, bye.